but what I'm going to work on doing now is shifting into a look back on 2020 accomplishments. And this is a few different ways. I wanted to kind of create this as its own segment. So the Daily BA, we are at the 3rd year of the channel, and I had set up some goals. These goals specifically were listed on this homepage ever since the very beginning. So if we scroll down, I had some goals here. Where are they at? Right here. So first goal was personal enjoyment. If I were to say that I wanted to upload Monday through Friday for a year, could I do it? Would it still be interesting to me? Yes, it has. For 3 years in a row, still interesting. I don't hit that Monday through Friday though. Now, personal growth. What would I learn? What skills would develop? Where would this take me? What opportunities would arise? I'll get into some of those, but I think we've kind of talked about them already. That is largely, I've grown, I've learned from it. I always say worst case scenario, I can make really dope home videos. So number 2, check. Intriguing to others. Would it be would it be enjoyable to other behavior analysts? Would you find it so intriguing to follow, subscribe, comment, engage, share your feedback? I mean, heck, we've got 10 or 12 of you sitting here on YouTube right now, spending your Friday, but your first day of the year with me, to kind of do that. And it's been that way. It's been intriguing. It's not perfect, but we're on the right path there. And then monetary support for expansion. That's a big one, because if you have enough people finding it valuable to support me, I can make more, hire help, things like that. I found this in different ways of success, but first of all, it's always important to look back on your initial goals. Now, I had said that in the 3rd year of the channel, which was technically 2020, that I was going to try to figure out if I could start to pivot and make content for non-behavior analysts, so non-technical videos, but were fueled by behavior analysis, like create this as a dissemination outlet. Still not ready for that in this format. And I'm kind of taking 2020 as just kind of an erased year on like working towards that goal. So I hope to be in the end of 2021 in a position where I can say, hey, I think I'm ready to start making content for non-behavior analysts fueled off of behavior analysis. So that's kind of like one of the goals I want to do, but I just wanted to kind of review that because I said that I would start doing it and I haven't started doing it. And basically I've got more things I want to build into the channel for technical BCBA, ABA audiences. Now, this is kind of an exciting one. If you all had to guess how many people viewed the channel last year, this is not just on YouTube, but YouTube, Facebook, things like that. How long do you think people, or how many views do you think this channel had last year? You can keep that in your head, you can comment it, but where we were at was 750,000 views. Now, views are defined usually between 3 seconds and 30 seconds, depending on your platform. I went to make sure on these platforms that I looked at 30-second views, which is a lot. If you were to look at Twitter, for example, they count 2 seconds on a video as a view. 30 seconds with YouTube is extremely long. And we had 750,000 views on this channel in 2020. And that's looking at YouTube and Facebook. That's not looking at Instagram. That's not looking at any lives. That's not looking at anything with On Location, the documentary piece, like nothing anywhere else, nothing on the controversial exchange, etc. That's just YouTube, like Daily BA. And if I could extend that even farther, the reach, like how many times people saw things, whether it's posts, lives, things like that, from just YouTube and Facebook again, was 4.5 million different screens that it showed up on, like different instances in which content got out there, which is just like that's mind-blowing, especially for a field like behavior analysis trying to get out there. Now, I will preface this also with that's like super small compared to YouTube channels and stuff. But for a community of people, that's how I view this channel, a community of people that are passionate about behavior analysis, trying to share something for people. That's unbelievable. That's so cool. That's the 3rd year of growth. It was roughly, all right, there we go. Anyhow, things that I can avoid in the future. So I went 150,000, 250,000 to 750,000 or something like that. It's unbelievable what the reach is on the views, and then the total number of screens it impacted, 4.5 million. And that's just because really everybody that has said yes on the channel has great content and stories. So I'm super stoked for that. Really appreciative. I think that's super cool to look back on. And thank you to literally everybody that's viewed, clicked, watched, shared, been a part of the channel in some sort of way. That is something for all of us to relish in. The numbers, yeah, they're cool, but like it's working. It's actually working. That's awesome. What else? The other thing that I think is pretty cool of like a feedback loop, like data loop, is since 2018, things I've done, the Daily BA, Team on Location, and things that I've helped other companies record, like I shared with Greg Hanley and them, that has turned into over 100,000 hours of time spent learning. What I mean by that is like that's how many CU hours or how many different workshop hours and things like that have been calculated. Now that's not like that I was a part of all of those or like my business was, etc. That was just like I helped a conference record, or I helped host some stuff through Daily BAs, like a webinar for CUs, or like I've recorded a third party's training for them to host up, and etc. But like that's a lot of learning. It's pretty cool. And then there's some pretty cool stuff. So I guess to highlight and reflect back on 2020, some other wins personally that I was a part of with other people, as working to connect with people outside of the field, which is really fun. I did a really cool technology video. Can't share it, but because I'm under an NDA, but I worked on a training application that I can describe as, imagine if you were working on something that was the size of a 2-story building that cost millions and millions of dollars, but it wasn't actually there, right? You were wearing a headset that allowed you to interact with it, train, and practice. It's just unbelievable in a very safe manner. So I worked on this cool tech video. I'm hoping to someday be able to do more things, kind of like integrating and disseminating behavior analysis in different ways. So that was pretty cool. And then also I just started reaching out to people like we had shared with ChatCon here, the folks that are out here. A couple of them I just reached out to, made established some relationships with, and people like Autumn Sorrells with Neuralink said, yeah, I'll come talk at ChatCon. This is awesome. And that's just unreal. Like Neuralink is one of Elon Musk's companies. It's nuts. It just goes to show you, like, when you reach out, what you can potentially achieve. It's nuts. So yeah, reach out if you're ever considering that. And then what else? I learned a lot this year. Like I learned a ton. When I say I learned a lot, it was from interviews I conducted, talking with people, books, and really just the chaos of 2020 showed me, and many of us, I think, the systemic flaws in society that are still there, still need to be solved. I think behavior analysis can play a role in that. So, new year, same issues in many ways. We need to develop solutions. It's up to us to be a part of that individually, as our field, leveraging our field, however it is. Do it. That's what I'm going to try to do as well.